Let's now see how to declare an app from inside the Slack workspace. So the first thing is that we will be creating a new Slack workspace in order to be able to test our app easily and not to mess up with the workspace that would potentially be used by other users. So for that, we go to Slack, and clicking on our workspace, we can add a workspace, create a new workspace, enter our email address, verify our email. Once our email is verified, we will need to name our Slack workspace. So let's call it, for instance, test workspace 8. We can skip the other steps, and we can name our first channel dev, for instance. We will use the free version of Slack, and we now have a Slack workspace set up for our testing purposes. We can now go to api.slack.com and create a new app. So we start from scratch. We can call the app test app with my name and number 8. I will add it to my newly created workspace, and I will now go to OAuth and permissions to define the scopes that I'm requiring to Slack. So the scopes we are requiring are basically the ones to be able to read and write messages, but depending on your use case, you may need more scopes. So we have here the 7 scopes that we need. So let's add the scopes. Once the scopes are added, we can now define our redirect URL. So the redirect URL will be our ngrok domain name followed by /API//slack/OAuth redirect. So let's find again our ngrok domain name. We saved it in our .env file, so it's this one. And we will go to the redirect URL definition. So it's https:// the ngrok domain name /API//slack/OAuth redirect. We add it and we hit save. We can now go to manage distribution and activate the public distribution. For this, we need to validate that we removed any hard-coded information, and we activate public distribution. Like so, we will be able to use the OAuth workflow for our Slack app. So in the next part, we will see how to get the access code from the OAuth workflow.